Hello students, I'm explaining some effects based design assignments in Photoshop. These are very helpful to understand more about Photoshop, and within Photoshop mostly we use all the effects and layer blends, layer styles and masking. After understanding all these assignments, so this is very helpful when you design and work on a real-time designs and real-time customers based works. So you can follow all these assignments one by one. I'll explain. Okay, thank you. Okay, we start with the first assignment. Okay, from file, open. Here we have Photoshop assignment list. From there, Photoshop effects based assignments are there. Okay, so we'll try this one, right? So yeah, I'll open directly from here. No need to import into Photoshop. Okay, and this is the work actually, how to create this one. You can take any image. I'm using my reference. Okay, instead of that image, I'm taking another image from my reference. Yeah, this I'll take, this and this. Okay, open. These are the two birds. Okay, so we have to create actually this one, the side by side. There are some lines are there, so dividing on one image. Actually these are not two images, one image only. On one image we have to create this effect. Okay, so let us do that. So here we took two different images. Select this bird and place here. Okay, so first unlock this one. We have to remove the background. Okay, we have to separate bird from the background or otherwise. So which tool we have to use here? See, here we have different options are there. So object selection tool is there, quick selection tool is there, right? So in this case, so here I'm using object selection tool. Okay, so you can select around the object. Photoshop, this tool, object selection tool, automatically it is detecting the area. Okay, and somewhere suppose if it is not connecting properly, then you can use this quick selection tool and select this tool size, and you can add minus. Suppose we are removing that unnecessary selections. That's it. This is okay. So remaining areas everything is okay. Then what I'll do, it's very easy to move this one. I'm using three ways. Suppose Control C, okay, because the selection is there around this. I'm using Control C, and here you can paste. Control V, or otherwise I'm using Control Z, going back. And what you do, with the move tool, drag and drop here, right? It is coming here, or otherwise Control Z, and again come to this, okay? And you can use masking here. See, below the layers, beside FX, there is a layer mask. Just click on that. See, it is masked here, right? So Control Z, but you can use which one is easy for you, right? I'm using Control C, and you can paste Control V, paste it. Then we have to do, so you can place here, and you can reduce the size. Control T, transform tool, okay. Here I'm using a shift. In some versions, no need to use shift, directly you can transform this. Depends on your version, which version you are using. Here I'm using the latest version, 124. Okay, so without shift I'm using. Okay, then here and options bar, there is a tick mark showing. Click on that, it is added into that selection, right? Okay, then what you do, the both are showing in a separate layers, right? You want to merge these two. Okay, there is a background, so disconnect this, and by using the control, select this layer also. I'm using control here, right click on that, and suppose merge layers. See here, merge layers, Control E. Okay, measure this one, and it became one only. That's good. Then you can remove this, not required now. Just delete this one. It's asking, want to save this or no? No. This is our image, but we have to create this paper. Okay, so vertical paper we have to create. So paper means here what? The file, the new file I'm taking. Okay, it's showing in pixels. If you want, you can change it to any measuring method, inches or centimeters or millimeters. Inches right now I'm placing here, and the height must be bigger than the width. I'm using here 12, and here I'm using a 7. Okay, and suppose a resolution 300 I'm giving, and it is RGB, and create. Yeah, the paper, right? They say same a paper almost. Okay, then what you do, drag this one with the move tool, move and drop here, and this is your image. Now what we do, use Control T, a transform tool. Okay, so this is the transform tool, and here I'm using shift and reduce this size, and you can place properly and say okay, tick mark here. Okay, now here there is a background. Okay, you can fill any background instead of a white. So come to background layer, unlock this one, and I want to use this dark green. So which tool we use here? There is eyedropper tool. So click on this eyedropper tool, or otherwise use I shortcut and take this color. So it is added here in the foreground color. What's the shortcut? I'm using Alt backspace. Fantastic, right? Okay. Now lock this background layer, because if you are working on other layer, suppose non-active layers, you can lock. Suppose this is not required, so lock this one, and now this is the image. Okay, now the actual work. So we have to create this one and this one. Okay, For that, first, what I'm using ellipse tool. This is the ellipse tool, and we are using here vector masking. Okay. So with the vector tools in Photoshop, these are the vector tools, and of course this pen tools also vector tools. Here I'm using ellipse tool, and if you want to add vector masking, check the options bar here. In options bar, this option must be in path, not in shape, right? So click on this path and come to this ellipse tool and use shift to get the proper round. Okay, and because it is a path, okay, don't try to move by this move tool. So there is a path selection tool is there. With that you can move this one, or otherwise by using arrow marks on keyboard, left arrow, right arrow, you can move. Okay, yes, after positioning properly, then come to your ellipse tool. Okay, then if you observe at options bar, there is a mask. Just click on that. See, mask is added. Nice. Then the next one is we have to place the lines, those lines. So how to do that? Yeah, here I'm using rectangular marquee tool. With this you can create the rectangles. Suppose here I'm using this rectangle. Okay, then I want to move from starting onwards. Okay, then move this one by using left arrow on keyboard, place here. Okay, and use the delete button on keyboard, delete. Nice. Then move the selection tool, the perfect spacing. If you want, you can give the right arrows by using shift. Exactly count 4 times or 5 times right clicks you want, right arrows you want, then decide, right? And suppose this is the area I want, and delete this one. And again I'm using shift on keyboard and I'm using right arrow. Yeah, this is, and delete, control Z, a bit back I'm using, right? So delete, and again I'm using shift and move this one. Okay, and delete, do the same. So delete. What I'm doing here, I'm moving this selection by using right arrows. Okay, for quick movement I'm using shift and right arrow. Okay, just delete and shift. So delete, that's it. To deselect this one, control D, deselected. This is nice. Okay, then we want this one. So I want the other bird. Next, what we do? So for the other bird, I want to create a same length boxes, or otherwise cuts on the photograph, but it is really not possible to create again the same spacing selections. For that, what I am doing, I am using control and keyboard and click here, not here, here. I am using control and click here, so it is selected, right? And I want to save this selection. How to save this selection in Photoshop? See, in optional bar here, we have a select menu, click on that, and here there is a save selection, select this one and give the name my selection, and say OK. Okay, it is already saved. And now you can delete this one. How to deselect? Control D, deselected. Okay, good. But where is the other bird? So it is simple. Create this layer as a duplicate. So I'm using Control J on keyboard. See, Control J. This is the first one and this is the second one. Here give the name. So bird 1, and here bird 2. Bird 2. Lock the bird 1 and select the bird 2. But where is bird 2? There is no bird 2, right? So here under this bird 1, the copied bird 2 is there. To move this one, this right side, then we'll understand, right? So don't move this manually. So use move tool and use shift on keyboard and use right arrow. This is perfect. That's good. But where is other a bird? It's very easy to understand. Simply see, observe here, there is a link at the bird 2 layer. Disconnect this link and use move tool and move this bird to left side. So hiding the second bird, it's coming into mask. Fantastic. Here it is. That's it. Very nice. Okay. So place here. Okay. Then lock, yeah, lock this layer. Not lock actually, link. So disconnected link, again link this one. Okay. Then I want to add same lines again. For that, what we do, come to select menu and see, already we saved, right? So it is not showing again because it's already in saved. So what we have to do, load selection, and channel is my selection. So which name we give? My selection. So okay, this is the selection, and move this selection to this side, but don't use the move tool to move the selection. It is very important. Use this selection tool and now use shift and right arrow. Okay, yes, and place properly on that, and here right click on that and use select inverse. So inverse, it is inversed, and use the delete button on keyboard. Yes, delete. So to remove the selection, use Control D. Yes, that's good. Now what you do, deselect this first bird and select these two by using Control and move this to center. Here it is. Yeah, here it is. Fantastic. And use lock. Both layers are locked. And here we have a folder is there. So here, where is the folder? Suppose here it is hiding. Yeah, here. Beside the layer, new layer, there is a folder here. See my cursor here. Click on that. This is added, right? So give the name, double click on that, and birds. and lock this one, locked, and create the new layer here. Okay, and we focus on this one. So what is this actually? Some text used, and here some film strip. Okay, and it look like one column. Yeah, we create first we create the film strip. How to create that one? It's very easy. Take this rectangular marquee tool. This is the film strip. Okay, and fill with black. Okay, the foreground color. Use Alt backspace. Okay, and Control D, deselect. And here again I'm using on this some rectangle selections. Move this selection with the selection tool and delete this one. Okay, and I'm using shift and right arrow to move that selection. Okay, and delete, and again shift and right arrow I'm using, so delete and shift and right arrow. Okay, delete, shift and right arrow, delete. So do the same. Delete. Yeah. Yeah. So Control D, deselect. Fantastic. We have to create the same to this side. So this time I'm using Magic Wand tool and select this one, because don't click here. If you select here, because there is an open place, it is going outside. Instead of that, select here, and suppose try to select this one, it is adding here, here it is releasing. So what you have to do, use Shift on keyboard and select this. I'm using Shift and select all these. Okay, and this will do after this. Okay, then what you do, use the selection tool, and I'm using Shift and a down arrow on keyboard. I'm using, that's it, and a delete. Okay, and select this portion, only this portion. Okay, and use Shift and delete this one. Okay, and select this portion, and I'm using Shift and left arrow I'm using. Okay, and delete. So Control D. Yeah, this is the film strip. It's very easy, right? So I want 2 film strips. For that, what I'll do, on keyboard press Alt and drag here. So 2 film strips added. Okay, and give the name film strip. One film strip, two. Okay, so for time being, off the visibility of these 2 and create the new layer, and here I'm using some text. It's very easy, right? So all the capital letters. So this is the serif font, and this is sans serif. Okay, so we'll try to imitate this one, because the logo is available from the internet, but we are not using this logo. So as it is, we are trying here, right? This Sunday at Times. Okay, so take this text. Before that, we have to select, we have to create this kind of panel like this is like what in a page columns are there, it just look like a column, right? So how to create that one? Take the rollers. Suppose if you don't find the rollers here, so from view there is a rollers, control R, right? So take the roller here, place here, okay, yeah, and one more roller here, so place here, and that's it. Okay, rollers placed, and now type the text the Sunday Times. Yeah, all caps. I'm using caps on. So yeah, I'll type this. The font is serif font actually we want. We'll try to find if the same font is not available, so we are imitating kind of a font. We'll try to do that one. Yeah. Yeah, I'll use this one now. I want some thick and thin font. Okay, let us take this one. Otherwise, any font you can. Yeah, for timing, I'll use this one. The Times New Roman actually. This is not exactly that. Yeah, exact font is not available. For timing, you'll take any font. Yeah. What is that? Times New Roman, right? Here it is. T Times. Where is that? Times New Roman. Let us take this one. Yeah, without wasting time, move fatafat. The Sunday Times. The Sunday Times. Okay, let us check. There is a bold. Okay, in options bar, take the bold text and say OK. And here I'm using Control T to reduce this text size. I'm using Shift here and place here and reduce more. Alright, this Sunday Times. Good. Then we have to create one line here. So I'm using here a rectangle tool. Okay, so here I use the rectangle here, and it must be in shape. Take the shape and fill with the black and remove the stroke outline. Yes, this is okay. Then type the letters film and screen. So this is film and screen, but here I'll take sans serif font. This I'll take, yes. So what is that? Film and screen. The end I'll type letter, so screen. A film and a screen. Okay, that's okay. So then place here, and I'm using Control T and I'm using shift. Okay, yes, fantastic. Moving bit upwards to close to that one, and here use end. So there is end, and I'm taking the text tool and end. Okay, within the same font, within the Arial rounded empty bold, here I'm using thin one. Okay, otherwise same font I'm taking instead of this. Yeah, it is only the bold text. So instead of that, I'm taking the thin one, right? So this is, yeah, this I'm using Arial, normal Arial, and say okay. Okay, and I'm using Control T and place here, and turn this one, rotate this one. So instead of that, end, A-N-T, end, increase the size. I'm using shift and placing here. Yes, right. Okay, so okay, it's nice. Keep this here. Okay, reduce the size if you want to. It's okay. Okay, then now to create the film strip, already we created and type the text season, and that too condensed text, right? Season, S-E-A-S-O-N, season. Okay, it must be in condensed, and give the double spacing. So I'm using keyboard and space bar, and keyboard space bar I'm using. This is okay. Okay, and I'm using Control T and reduce this one. I mean, condense this one, stretching this text. This is okay, and reduce the size. Suppose this is the size. Keep here. Okay, good, and save okay here. Tick mark, and let us on the visibilities of these two. Right. So drag these two strips by selecting Control. I'm selecting these two, and this season also selected. Don't select the season here, only these two, and reduce this size, Control T. Okay, and keep here. Okay, so between these you have to place the season one, right? So reduce this one more. Okay, and we select this one and select this one. I'm using shift and right arrow. Yeah, season. Yeah, and this is nice. And next, see it all from the inside, and cover with 2 lines, right? I'll place 2 lines because already we created 1 line here, that is a rectangle here, and duplicate this one, Control J, and I'm using shift and down arrow. Get down, and the season and film strips, I think you have to move bit upwards, right? So select this season and this film strips, this both. Okay, select this and use the link button. So then they move at a time. Yes, this is good. And select this one, rectangle, this one created, and move up arrow, not this one, sorry, yeah, line, this one. I'm using top arrow to move this line. Okay, this is good. And one more line I want, right? I'm using Control J, duplicate, and move down. I'm using down arrow here. Okay, within this we are placing see it all from the inside. So type the text, see it all from the inside. See it all from the inside. But it is very big, right? So use Control T, Control T, and paste here. Okay, place here. It's okay. And move this bottom line, this line. I'm using up arrow to move that line. Okay, this is good. Okay, now we have to create other texts, February 2015 something, right? So here we have to create June 2024, and of course we have to use Control T to reduce this size. I think here we have double spacing. Yeah, there is a double spacing. And try to change the font. Yeah, this will take, otherwise this will take, yes, Calibri. Okay, and I'll use the double space. Yeah, and use Control T. Okay, move upwards, weight upwards. Okay, yeah, select all these text layers up to here. I'm using shift from top to bottom. I want to select, so select the top layer and up to here use shift. Okay, and place them in a folder. So this is this, and these are birds, right? Give the name here, text column, text column, and move this bit down. Yes, okay, and if you want to lock this also, and to hide the rollers use Control H on keyboard. Okay, so this is the assignment. So you can practice as easily what we did in this, what we learned from this. So here we used one photo, and one photo we applied the vector masking. On one we created the lines, the cuts by using this marquee tool. Okay, continuously we copied, then we deleted, is created the gaps and save the selection for the second bird. After creating the first bird, duplicate this layer and move right side, okay, and use the chain, disconnect this chain link, and with move tool move left side so that inside another bird will forward, okay. Then already we saved the selection. From select, use load button, so you can load your selection and move this selection to this side and delete. So the same way, with the same gaps, cut the photographs, then type the text. These are very easy, and the creating the film strip also the same. We use this rectangular marquee tool, right? So this is the assignment. In the next class I'll explain another assignment, okay. The save this, if you want you can save this on the same name, and suppose save as, suppose I'm using save as, so name using a vector masking, okay. So it is the PSD file actually. Save this one, you can save this, save a copy, and from there choose JPEG, okay. And save again and use the maximum and the quality and say okay, okay. So this is the class. The next class I'll explain, okay. Thank you.